being on set for the first time a couple months ago was exhilarating. You know, you have all these big wigs around you like Denzel Washington and Russell Crowe, and here you are trying to play your part, and you know, the director just yells action, and you just hear things clicking, and then they start, and then you have to react, and then someone yells cut because it's messed up, so then you have to go through the whole process again, and just being around the lights and all these interesting, amazing people was just something that I aspire to and want to, you know, go for more often.
You can picture you as the person, and it's just like that person lives inside you. You live the person. That's the way I feel, and that's why I'm having like so much joy.
What we saw today are just a few glimpses of an actor's journey. After the fundamentals, they go on to specialize in musical theater, dance, acting for the camera, voiceover work, and so on. In fact, today, the industry demands that performers be well-rounded in all three disciplines: acting, dance, and musical theater.
After working for well over a decade in radio and television, I went through the program to study acting, and it's improved my work by light years. The basics are the same. As you know, with most any script, you've got to identify and communicate the objective. You're making discoveries, and you really need to develop a relationship with your listener or your viewer and understand that the camera is a living person. Now, when you're delivering news, of course, first and foremost, you are a reporter. But you're also a storyteller. And the best storytellers, they're actors.
Some of my friends, they ask me about crying on cue and how an actor goes about that process and gets to really refining it. And from one of the greats, Meisner, you know, it's about the truth and the accountability that you create in an imaginary circumstance, an imaginary setting. So knowing that, it's not about, you know, okay, my eyes have to water and now I'm going to cry. It's about believing this truth that I've set up in this character, in this imaginary world, and letting what's affecting that character come out through crying.
The teaching is very honest, it's very truthful, and the comments that get back to me from my performances have always been helpful, regardless of what was said, and it's always taken me to another level.
I realized through the teachers here at the school, once you could bare yourself to a complete stranger and really open up and let your darkest feelings out, your inner urges, you could do anything in life.
I've actually seen myself develop from a guy that had a dream at 13 years old and waited, you know, 40 years to do it, and now I actually see myself with acting abilities and tools and the joy, you know, the joy of seeing myself do it.
Ever since man evolved, people have communicated through stories. The cave dwellers around a fire have always talked about the success of a great hunt. In Greece, it was the Iliad that marked the Trojan Wars, and in Shakespeare's day, it was the tragedy of Macbeth that brought murder and betrayal to the masses. Throughout time, actors have been entertainers, conveyors of news, and brought hope with the great and new ideas of tomorrow. We did begin with some advice on acting. If there's anything else you can do, do it! But also recognize that acting is a fulfilling and important and gratifying career. A career that with years of practice can influence millions. I want to thank you very much for coming and seeing a glimpse of what the actors do in their training process. As Shakespeare wrote with his quill, "The actors are come hither, my lord, the greatest actors in the land." I'm Joel Robertson. Thanks for joining us at the Conservatory Studios. Until next time, till then.